As soon as the arrogant woman reverses her car, an old disabled man falls from his wheelchair. A female police officer sees this, quickly runs over, helps the old man get back into his wheelchair, and signals the driver to stop. The woman, busy on her phone, ignores her. The police officer says, "Ma'am, you're parking in a spot that's not for you." The woman replies rudely, "So what?" The officer calmly says, "Please move your car." The woman, now angry, shouts, "Who do you think you are to talk to me like that? Huh? What if I don't move my car?" The officer answers, "Then we'll have to tow it away." The woman yells, "You will not touch my car. You're just a cheap cop. You have no idea who you're talking to." The officer replies firmly, "I represent the law, and you are breaking it." The officer writes her a ticket, but the woman tears it up and throws it away. Seeing this, the officer gets strict and arrests her. However, the clever woman secretly steals the key to the handcuffs. The officer says, "Fine then, we're going to the station." The woman smirks, "You don't know who my husband is. He's Sergeant Benitez. When he finds out what you did, you'll be in big trouble." The officer calmly says, "Enough. I don't care about your stories. Tell your husband to come pick you up at the station." Then she turns to the old man. "Sir, please keep an eye on her for a moment. I'll be right back." The officer walks a few steps away to make a call for a tow truck. While she's busy, the woman takes the key out of her mouth, unlocks the handcuffs, pushes the old man's wheelchair away, and locks him to a table with the same cuffs before throwing the key far away. Then she leaves. The officer's phone battery dies, so she borrows someone's phone to call for help. Meanwhile, the woman calls her husband. "Sweetheart, please help me." He asks, "What happened now?" She lies, "Your officer asked me for a bribe. When I refused, she got violent. I'm scared. Please come to Park Tormenta." He says, "I'm nearby. I'll be right there." Meanwhile, the old man asks a passerby, "Son, please pick up that key. Someone played a prank on me." The passerby helps him unlock the cuffs. When the officer returns, she's surprised. "Where are your handcuffs?" The woman pretends to be sorry and says sweetly, "I had time to think. What I did was wrong. I'm sorry." The officer says, "I hope this is a lesson for you. You have no idea how hard life is for disabled people. We should make things easier for them, not harder." The woman smirks and says mockingly, "How funny." The officer frowns. "What do you mean?" The woman laughs. "Is that what they teach in police school? How ridiculous." The officer moves to arrest her again, but just then the woman's husband, the sergeant, arrives. The woman starts crying and says, "Sweetheart, she's the one. She asked me for money." The sergeant shouts at the officer, "Do you realize asking citizens for money is a crime?" The officer's shocked. "What? That's not true." But the sergeant angrily says, "Enough. You're staying at the station. Hand over your weapon." Sadly, the officer gives up her gun. Then the old man arrives and says, "Wait, officer, you're making a mistake." The sergeant asks, "And who are you?" The old man says, "Watch this video. You'll see the truth. This officer was helping me. The real criminal is your wife." He shows the video. The sergeant finally understands everything. The woman, embarrassed, tries to run away. Her husband shouts, "Stop, please." But she cries, "I won't. I'm not going to jail." She runs into the street and gets hit by a fast car. A few days later, the same arrogant woman, now in a wheelchair, meets the police officer and says, "Officer, can you please help me? I can't get down from the curb." The officer smiles kindly. "Life really does turn around, doesn't it? I'm glad you're okay." The woman says softly, "Okay, well, sort of. The doctors don't know if I'll ever walk again." The officer says, "Don't worry, things will get better." The woman whispers, "Thank you, officer. I'm sorry for everything. Life has taught me a lesson." If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.